Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bearded Viking Gamer here, and today it's been a couple weeks since I've been able to do a proper, pickup video for you guys, showing you some of the stuff that I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. And being with the baby and all, it takes some time. But today I can tell you that I have a lot of stuff set aside to show you guys on camera, so we can do a proper pickup video for you. I have some stuff ranging from Game Boy to Game Boy Advance, PlayStation, PlayStation 4, Sega Saturn, Super Nintendo, you name it, Switch. There's a whole bunch of stuff here. So I'm super excited to show you guys some of the stuff here that has been picked up over the last couple of weeks. So without further ado, guys, let's jump right into it and show you guys what we got. Alright guys, so first things first here on the pickups is my wife surprised me with this monstrous Lego set here. This thing is freaking amazing. The actual TV actually moves and everything on here. It's just really neat. Love this thing. You can see the it's just a massive box, but the TV actually goes through the first level of Mario, which is pretty neat on there. I'm still waiting for the other sets for the Mario stuff. They haven't come in the mail yet. But normally if you put the Mario piece on top, it'll play the music for the level and things like that, which is pretty neat. That's just super cool that Lego even went with and did that. Like, here's a mini set from it. This is the Super Mushroom Surprise. There's a bunch of these little mini ones you can build, and there's little chips of when you set Mario on top of there. It does make noise and things like that. So it's cool that they've partnered with Lego to do stuff like that. And I'm sure you're going to see a lot of cool stuff. It would be awesome if they did a Super Nintendo one. It's my favorite system. If they did a Super Nintendo one, take my money for sure. Alright, so as I was saying a couple weeks ago, so it's been a while now, but my brother ended up getting married, okay? And he wanted to give me their cake topper. He actually did a 3D print on this thing, so I got to be super careful with it. He did a 3D print on it. This freaking turned out awesome. And of course, my sister-in-law is a redhead, so of course Peach is going to be red hair on here. But look at how freaking cool that is. That's their cake topper. And of course he did 3D print on it, and then he took the time to paint it, hand paint all that. Gotta just be a pain just to do the lips. The lips alone are so tiny. But looks freaking awesome. And he said I could have it here to do, put out somewhere in the game room here. So it's going to be a cool little piece to put in here. You know, I love that little one-of-a-kind things that nobody else has. I love stuff like that. So thank you, Matt, for giving me that. That's awesome. Let's put that right there so it doesn't get hurt. Alright, so this is a pawn shop pickup. And I found this in here. Now, I'd already picked up the game, but I was able to find the definitive edition at one of the pawn shops around me. And it was for a really good price, too. Plus, they knocked off 25% right off the bat just for being in there on, I believe it was a Sunday or something. So, super happy to have that. It comes with a big art book and the Switch game and everything on there, so that's cool. Happy to have that in there. Okay, let's jump in here some. Yeah, let's do this. Show you guys this. So here's one I picked up at a good price here. Now, I already had this game. This is for the Game Boy here, and this was Metroid 2. This is just a fantastic Game Boy game. It's fun. So this will be going in the trade pile. Of course, if I pick up stuff cheap like that, I will put it in the trade pile and trade it for games that I really, really, really need. So super happy to have that one in there. It's always fun giving somebody, good stuff. Normally when you see trade stuff come in, it's the same games all the time. It's just cool to see, some of these. Here was one for, this is another Game Boy game here. And this is, okay, so for the Nintendo, I was a big fan when I was growing up, was The Boy and His Blob, okay, where you feed your blob the jelly beans and he turns into different things, like he'll turn into a ladder or a trampoline or a rocket or whatever. And I, for the life of me, never knew this existed, but this is David Crane's The Rescue of the Princess Blobette. And this is an adventure of the boy and his blob. It's freaking cool. I never even knew that was around for the Game Boy. So it's neat to have that in the collection. Let's see here. We have another Game Boy game here. This was Oddworld Adventures. It's one to add to the collection here. Happy to have that. Here are some Game Boy Advanced games. And this is Road Rash Jailbreak. Huge fan of the Road Rash stuff, even so, you know, the PlayStation ones get a little silly, but gosh, the original Genesis ones, Jesus Christ, they were so good. This one's Revenge of Shinobi for the Game Boy Advance. Awesome. Sword of Mana. Another really good one right here. Added those three in there while this last couple weeks. Let's see here. All right. Now here's an awesome set. This came from Japan, and you do need a cart in order to play the Japanese games on your Sega Saturn. If you have a Saturn, it's a must-have. You have to get the cart for it. But these are like full motion video, actually like anime style movie games. And this is a twin pack. This is Thunderstorm LX3 and Road Blaster. And gosh, dude, if you just remember seeing stuff like this back then, that Road Blaster for sure is awesome. Cruising down the road just to, I believe they killed your wife in one of the wrecks, so you're getting your vehicle and take out the enemies on the road. It's freaking cool. Okay, let's start over here with this. Here was, I wanted just for the box. I did have the game already, but just Final Fantasy. It is a beat-up box, but just to have a box, I do still need to get a manual for it, but I'm fairly certain I can find a manual for this. It's not going to be that hard. But to have the box for it, finally. Okay, so let's see here. My buddy Ben at work surprised me with this. And he found a bunch of stuff in one of his garage boxes that he was getting rid of. And I had bought some NES stuff off him from when it was his childhood in the past, but he ended up finding some of this stuff and just gave it to me, so it's cool to have. This is Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Just the instruction manuals and things. Super Mario Brothers 2. This was Winter Games. Cool. Ghostbusters. These are just ones he had just sitting in a box somewhere. Bases Loaded on the NES. Of course, Deadly Towers. Pac-Man. But what was in the bottom, and it surprised the hell out of him, is he did the Nintendo World Championship, and he found this. This is freaking cool. And he was awesome enough to give this to me. This is the Nintendo World Championship 1990 pamphlet that they hand you when you're walking in the door. And it has just got some of the coolest stories and stuff in here. Oh man, it's just freaking neat, and it's just in really good shape. Color's not even faded on it. I mean, jeez, dude, it's just cool. It's cool to see that kind of stuff. Nintendo Power, I just love that. But that's probably as close as to a Nintendo World Championship card I'm going to get, because it's way up there in price. But it's freaking cool to have this pamphlet in here. There's a bunch of cool stories I'm going to have to do to go back through and do some of these stories on a different video or something. But it's nice to have this. So thank you very much, Ben. I appreciate that. Okay, this was just this was an extra map of Skyrim that was included in one of the games there. So, gosh, everybody who's played Skyrim knows that that's a huge map in there. Here is one. Now, my buddy Sean saw this in a bargain bin, and he's like, "Dude, there's something in there you're gonna like." And I love Nintendo with their weird stuff. They always just do the weirdest thing. And this is a music CD, Nintendo White Knuckle Scoring. And it's freaking cool. It's got, artwork and stuff for Bowser and stuff like that. You can tell this is early. This is 91 here when this one, 91 on the disc here. And it's just got a full cartoon artwork book and stuff in it. But it's just it's the weirdest thing, because it's just a bunch of different bands playing on here, and none of them are really, except for the first song, none of them are like Nintendo type music. It's just to we looked it up, kind of a Wikipedia, and it was something that they did to promote variety and stuff in music back then. It was Roy Orbison, all these, of course, Dire Straits on that song's freaking awesome that they have in there. It's Iron Hand. It's a really good one. But I mean, Trickster, Britney Fox, Bombshell, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Jellyfish. It's just a whole bunch of artists that just randomly put on here. It's just a weird piece. I love that. So had to get that. All right, let's jump through. Here's a PlayStation. Here's this Wild Arms 2 on the PlayStation. Here were some PS4 titles that were they were, I believe it was Walmart. It was Walmart markdown prices. So Citadel Forged with Fire, that was a couple of dollars. I'm talking $3 to $5 or something. So I didn't have it for sure. Gonna pick it up. I'll be doing a PS4 updated video on here to show you guys the PS4 collection. Here's another one on here. This is Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. This was in that markdown stuff, man. It's just crazy. I think this one was $10. But still, I mean, to have them all on here on disc. I'll be doing a PlayStation 4. I did one about a year ago, and I had about 300 titles or so in that, and it took a while. I think I'm going to lay out a couple games this time and do a full PlayStation 4 collection video that I have again. I'm basically I'm over 400 titles easy now. So I'll be doing, you'll see much more games in one shot rather than me showing you one at a time, because that takes a lot of time. And, you know, time is precious around here, guys. So I'll be doing one of those shortly, so be expecting something like that. Here's Mercenaries 2 for the PlayStation 2, World in Flames. This were, I believe, Goodwill pickups, just going through, seeing. This is Sniper Ghost Warrior for the PlayStation 3. This was given to me. Was this one? Let's see. Oh no, right here. Okay. So these are must pickups too, by the way. Ghost of Tsushima. This is one I picked up when it was a launch title, when it came out in launch here. So I've been playing the heck out of this. I'm almost to the tip top of the island, so I've been playing the hell out of it. Fantastic game. Sucker Punch. Really, it's a beautiful, beautiful game. If you guys haven't played this, it's freaking fantastic. I totally recommend that to you guys. If you guys have your PlayStation, for sure. You think you go to a certain part of the island, you think you've seen all the, you know, beautiful scenery and stuff, and you get to the next area and you're like, damn, this is cool too. It's freaking awesome. Here was another one here. This was Destroy All Humans. This is the PS4 new one that just came out. Awesome, you know. Let's see here. So this is Silent Scope 2, Dark Silhouette. You guys remember playing these things in the arcades, man, with the sniper rifle. It's freaking cool. And then this is Silent Scope 3. Now, I already had Silent Scope 1, but to have these two on there to complete everything up, it's cool. I wish they did have a big sniper rifle or something you could get with a little tripod to play on. It would be freaking amazing. All right. Let's do some of these here. These are just recent pickups. Let's see, we've got a couple of them in here for you guys. Alright, so this first one here is an Xbox 360, and I never heard of this. This is Monster Madness Battle of Suburbia. The front cover, I always love the little front covers of things. Four-player co-op in here. And it just looks cool. It's a top-down view running and slaying up a bunch of stuff. This looks cool. This was Tales of Vesperia for the Xbox 360. Of course, this is a cheaper RPG. But, you know, if you get it even cheaper than that, do it. This is Clive Barker's Jericho. Of course, a lot of these games need to be cleaned here, but, you know, you get them for good prices. This was a launch title, man. This was a launch title for the 360 back then, but this is Criminal Origins. This was a launch title back then. Cool first-person game, though. Here's a good little shooter here. This is Serious Sam on the original Xbox. Love these type of games, though, man. Anything Doom, that style, just fun. This was one I played a ton on the PC, and they're actually in the process of remastering this game right now, or remaking it. And this is Mafia 1. I cannot wait for that new one to come out, because I loved this story. Me and my buddy Nick would play the hell out of this game on the PC, and it just was so good, man. It was so good. Loved it. Alright, let's see here. Alright. So here is a PSP title. This was when I was on my way up. We were helping out a family member and stuff, so we were up in a different part of the state here. And we swung in some GameStops up there not GameStops, game stores that I've never been in up there. And this is one I picked up there. This is Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars for the PSP. Any of the little handheld Grand Theft Autos, man, they're freaking cool. This is Dungeons and Dragons Tactics on the PSP. One I didn't have on there. This is man, you guys are gonna laugh, but I love this game. This is Little Mermaid, man, on the Nintendo. This is a homemade case here, but this game is such a fun game. A little Capcom game too. I love this game. I rented the hell out of this when I was younger. I mean, that and Adventures of Bio Billy. I rented a whole bunch of these things, but Little Mermaid was fun, man. It was such a good game. There's a little homemade piece back there. It's freaking cool. I'm happy to have that in there. This was a Walmart pickup as well. On the end of the aisles, like I've told you guys before, there is good deals to find in there. And this one was a good deal on itself because it was placed in the wrong spot. So I got it for $10. This is Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition. Okay? And it was in the wrong spot on the shelf in there. I should have bought more. There was only $10. But it's immediately when I did that, the guy went over there, moved it into the right spot. And I want to say it was like $27 or $30 then at that point. And that was their markdown from what it would have been before. So I should have picked up a couple other ones and done little giveaways for you guys, man. I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't think he was going to go over there and just move all that stuff. So, hindsight, that's what I'm going to do next time. This was a freaking killer arcade back in the day. And I'm happy to have it here. This is on the Wii. This is going to be a fun one. I'll do this. I'll probably do a video with a couple friends with this. And this is Mad Dog McCree Gunslingers Pack. You guys remember any of these? These are like the live motion Western style shooters where you could, you got so many bullets and you got to take out the gunslingers as they're coming out robbing the bank or whatever. Freaking awesome, man. I love this stuff. And this is the whole packs. I think this is 3 games. So Mad Dog McCree, Mad Dog 2, and then the Bounty Hunter. And I mean, they have the whole stagecoach deal where you're coming through, and that's freaking awesome. I love those things. Back in the day, you had your guns and you were shooting on the arcade. Oh, it was a blast. This was a little pickup. This is a Goodwill. I'm always looking for little things like this because this decorates the game room a little more. This is a good-sized Yoshi. And he's fairly recent. This one only a couple years, 2016. So he's fairly recent. He's movable arms and things. Those older ones you can't really move anything on there. So, but it's cool. I'll have him up on the shelf somewhere so you guys got to spot him next time. All right. Let's do some Xbox One games. This was a clearance. This is another Walmart clearance, guys. I'm telling you, Walmart pays off in different stores. This is a different Walmart than the other ones that I've been picking up at. So, just being in there, I always check their clearance stuff. I go in there. This was $3. This is Dishonored 2 for the Xbox One for $3. I mean, goddamn. Think about the developers who took the time to work on this game. All that time and effort for $3. It's just worth it. It's worth it to pick it up and have a little fun with it. And that's an energy drink if you want to, look at it that way. For $3, man, it's just worth it. This is a cool one. I still have yet to open this one and play it, but I've seen a lot of gameplay on it, and this is cool because this is a Xbox One console exclusive. But this is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Cool little platformer, though. I love that. Look at that thing. Looks freaking awesome. Very, very. The visuals on it are really cool. All right, let's see. Here are some more. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to grab these things on the side here. So, this was a Goodwill pickup. I just did not have the booklet. I was bummed I couldn't find the booklet on there. I was looking through a whole bunch of stuff, but this is Mega Man Legends on the PlayStation. It was loose. The back of it's all there, just no booklet. So I'll have to try to find the booklet to complete this for Mega Man Legends on the PlayStation. So I'll be looking for that. Here's another one. This is going to go to a trade. Same thing. The booklet's not on this one. This is Crash Bandicoot Warped. The whole backings to it, just no booklet. So, yeah, I'll be doing trades or something on that. Here's another one on here. This is Crash Bash. Same thing, no booklet. I don't know what happened to all the booklets on these, but people took them out and never put them back in. But they were Goodwill pickups, so they're super cheap. Alright. Let's do these. Alright, this is a Wii title here. This was more Goodwill stuff. Alright, these might have been Savers, actually. The same type of a store if you guys don't have Savers around you. It's kind of like Goodwill. But this one was Guitar Hero Metallica. Whole bunch of Metallica songs on there, man. 20 guest acts. That's just a lot of stuff on there. This is The Walking Dead Survival Instinct on the 360. Ooh, that's sticky, man. I'll have to clean that up. This is Fight Night Round 4. Of course, used stuff here. This is a jam pack. Oh man, the jam packs. This is the Winter of 2003 jam pack for the PlayStation 2. A whole bunch of little demo discs or demo games on here. What else is on here? Rise of Honor, Castlevania: Lament of Innocence, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, Siphon Filter, The Omega Strain. These games weren't out yet, so these were demos for it. Cool. And then these two, like I say, I pick up systems and stuff all the time. So I have these already now. I've looked them up in the on the back here on the wall and over here. And I have these, so I'll be including these with systems that I end up selling. But Gears of War 1 and 2, of course, man, it's just, those are fun games to add to a system if somebody is buying a system for the first time and they don't have any of those games. Here's one that I had. I originally had this when I had the 360 for the first time ever. Because the one I have now was not my original when it launched. Since then, so this is one of the games I did own. This is an awesome first-person shooter, totally under the radar. But Peter Jackson's King Kong, it's fun actually. The 360. This was the launch title. Here's another one that I already had. I just got to clean all the stickers and stuff up on it, but it's just too fun to pass up for, a couple bucks. This is Left 4 Dead. These games are so fun to play with, multiplayer with a couple people. This is The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Again, I got another one in here. Dang, I picked up 2 within that time frame. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I picked up 2. I did not even realize I did that. That was Survival Instinct, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 of them now. There's 2 of them going to the trade pile. This one here is Black Site Area 51. Never heard of it for the 360, but, it could be very cool. I don't know. I love these little ones that you never hear about because all the big games get all the hype. They get all that stuff. So we're coming across other games and stuff that, didn't get much. It's cool to see that. This one came in the mail yesterday, so I had already opened it up, and I have some other mail stuff here for you guys. I'm going to open up on here and show you. But this was from Limited Run. There's the card that came with, so you guys can already tell what it is. The thing that's bummed with this is the card was damaged when it came, so I'm kind of bummed on that. But here it is. This was the Sega CD collectors from Limited Run, but this is the Secret of Monkey Island, and this is the collector's box or whatever. But it's cool. It's freaking awesome. Nothing really on the back, but I loved this game, man. When I was younger, loved playing that on the PC. It was cool to have that in there, and it's crazy because you order these things, geez, man, months and months ago, and you forget about some of this stuff. So when it comes in the mail, it's like, damn, I wonder what that is. I don't remember what it is. Okay, let's do some of these. This was a cheapy pickup. This was a pawn shop pickup as well. This is Team Sonic Racing. Didn't have that on the PS4. This one's pretty cool. This is House of the Dead Overkill for the Wii. Cool shooter. Now, there is also House of the Dead 2 and 3, and I already had that on here, but those are fun shooters as well. I mean, they're just super cheeseball with, oh my gosh, they are coming, you know, it's just, the acting's horrible on the thing. But they're still fun. I remember doing that stuff as a kid. I remember this, when this first hit, thinking this is the most amazing fire-spreading physics that I've seen on a PC. But this is Far Cry 2. I always used to be into Crysis and all that stuff, seeing all the tech and stuff. But Far Cry 2, for some reason, I remember that on the PC, whenever, you know, a flamethrower, you throw a Molotov or something and it breaks, and just the way the fire spread across the tree or across the grass was just amazing at the time. It's just a fun game, too, and having to keep finding the pills to keep your sickness down. Here's one on here for the 360. It's called Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard. So there's one I never had, but another one of those ones that, you know, I'll have to try it. Sea Monsters, A Prehistoric Adventure. This is one of my mom had picked up for my boy. She found this at a thrift shop, and she thought my little boy would be interested in that. This is a really good Xbox game. Still holds up. This is the Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay. If you guys have never played this, this is a really good first-person shooter. Or first-person experience even. Just back in the day, for its graphics, it was top of the line on the Xbox. And today, it's like, wow. You look at it, it's awesome. Here's Medal of Honor, limited edition for the PlayStation 3. Alright. Let's do some of these. Here's a controller that I had picked up. This is for the Wii. But just a Wii controller to be able to play some of the, you know, digital games and stuff on there. Nice to find things like that. Here's was a Goodwill pickup. This was Miss Pac-Man. Of course, you know. Fun little handheld. Pac-Man games, you can't beat that. Let's turn that off there. But yeah, a little mini Pac-Man. So he'll go on the shelf somewhere. Now this is something you guys got to keep an eye out for this company. He puts them out very, very slowly, just because he has to make them all. But it's freaking on. It's from Stone Age Gamer. If you ever go on the website there, this is the Ultra CD backup RAM cart. Okay, for the Sega CD and the Mega CD. All right, and what this is it is a huge. It's 65 times the Sega CD internal memory, 4 times the space of the original Sega backup RAM cart. And he makes these things and puts them out here, and it looks just like a Sega CD or a backup RAM cart. But this will let you play, you know, things like if you need to save Snatcher and things like that. That's where I wanted to get one of these so I could play the Snatcher and have, you know, my save data and stuff on there. It's freaking awesome, and these are very hard to come by. You come by now, and people will buy these things, and then they'll go on eBay and they'll just jump the price up on things, and it sucks. I hate to see that. So if you guys can keep an eye out for it, like right here, stoneagegamer.com. You keep an eye out for that, and when they come back in stock, try to pick them up. I'm super happy to have a copy of this. So like I said, I think they go for maybe like 44 bucks or something on his website. Don't quote me on it, I don't remember. But you go look on eBay and it's like $100, $120, $140. It's stupid how, you know, some of these people, the scalpers and stuff, they get these things and just jack the price up on them. I hate to see that happen to somebody who just wants to get on there and play some games. But look out for this. This is a really nice cartridge to have. All right, got 2 more stacks here, guys. I told you there was a lot of stuff in here. And thanks for sticking around this whole time watching this thing on here. My buddy Adam here surprised me with this one. This is a Shadow of the Beast on the Sega Genesis. I think he just picked this up super cheap, and he found it he was thrifting. So happy to have that. Here's a Game Boy game here. So I'm going to open this baby up. And this is for the Game Boy Color, and this is a shooter. This is Project S11. Cool shooter though. The music on it's real trippy kind of. But happy to have that in there. I always love my shooters. My buddy Josh gave me this on here, and this is Dead Island, the Definitive Collection. So that's cool. He gave me that for the Xbox One. He just found it somewhere cheap and decided to throw it in, donate it to the game room here. All right, here's some. This is a mail from Limited Run. Let's see what we got here. I haven't opened this one yet. Limited Run. See if I can pop this baby open. There we go. Alright, what do we have in here? Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this thing open. What is this? The news. Oh shit, yeah! So, Streets of Rage 4. Love it! Love it. So this is the PS4, Streets of Rage 4. Here is the card. Freaking cool looking card too. Happy to have this, man. I'm gonna have to jam this out with some buddies. And this is the Limited Run Games exclusive track selection. This is the soundtrack. Freaking cool, man. Love Limited Run, man. They always hook it up. They always hook it up. Some of the PC stuff is you know, you can find it a lot cheaper on the actual PC itself, but man, this is cool to have on there. Streets of Rage 4. I'm excited right there, man. It's gonna be a fun one. Let's get rid of that. Here's another mail here. This is this was an eBay pickup, and this came in the mail. Let's crack this baby open. Yeah. Okay, I do remember this. So I showed you the Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This one is Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition for the Xbox One. So now I have them both on the Xbox. In one of the previous videos I had a couple of How to Win at Nintendo game books, and it was the 3-pack, and I don't remember, you know, if you guys remember these things from the late 80s and early 90s, but here's How to Win at Nintendo Games 4, so I do have all 4 of them now. And this one has The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, Tetris, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 3, Castlevania 3, Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants, Godzilla, a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just little tips and tricks, man. Sometimes he sneaks in little codes and stuff in there. It's cool. That was what I used to do back in the day. I love that. I loved going to the little stores to check out little things like that. Here's another piece of mail here. This is something I purchased a while back, and I just kept it here to show you guys on camera, so we'll open it up. And this is the vinyl record for The Last of Us soundtrack. So, pretty cool. This isn't the full size, as you can tell here on camera, but pretty neat. Pretty neat. Cool to have that in there, because I showed you guys in previous ones that my buddies picked me up the soundtracks for the Last of Us 1. And those are just cool, man. The artwork on it is freaking awesome. Here's one that came out. This is Paper Mario and the Origami King for the Switch, Nintendo Switch. Have yet to jump into this because, like I said, I've been playing that Ghost of Tsushima for like... I love that game. It's freaking awesome. Here's a PS4 title. This is Ys Memories of Silencia Timeless Adventure Edition. So this is it has a CD for the music and the history of the Ys games and things like that on it. So it's pretty cool for the PS4. I'm telling you guys, this PS4 collection one I'm going to be showing you guys. It's going to be a lot of damn games. 400 games on the PS4. So that's quite a bit. Here is Doom 3, the BFG edition. This is for the Xbox One and Xbox 360, the way that they do that. So cool. Here is Halo Wars for the 360. Man, real beat up case, but cool. Like a make Command and Conquer style, but for that. Oh, speaking of that, Command and Conquer 3. There it is, man. These were fun little games. Love this type of stuff. Here's another. This was Fight Night Round 3. Seeing the physics of the ripples going across his cheek. Here's another one. This is a Goodwill pickup. This is Mike Tyson's heavyweight boxing. Nothing's going to beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, man. That game just kicks ass. Okay, here is a collection. This is from East Asia Soft. I don't know if you guys ever go on that site, but there's some really cool stuff on there. And some of their stuff is kind of like limited run. You have to get it right then or it's gone. And this is Anakin and Odalis, the collection. Platformer games, man. They're freaking cool looking, though. This is, I can't remember how many are actually in the set. But it is a limited edition thing on here, so I can't remember totally how many they made. But this is going up in price too. So you're going to have to get this if you want it now. Because like I said, the scalper type crap that they do when they buy these things and then they go on and try to sell it stuff it starts to jump. You look at these things, they're easily $100 if not more. It's just kind of crazy how people do that. This was one of the game places I go to. He threw this in here just because he knows I like it, just weird stuff. But this is the media manager for the PSP, and he had it completely. It was just a weird item. But he's like, here, I'm just gonna throw it in there with you buying some stuff here, and it just has the cable, the media manager CD, and things like that. So, just different item. Thought I'd show you guys that on here. All right, we're down to. Oh man, a couple more things here. So. Let's see here. There's a Super Nintendo game. This is my buddy Wags at work. He was able to get a couple more Super Nintendo games in there. He says, "Man, there's stuff that you don't have. Let me know, and I'll work you a deal." So he hooked me up with a really good deal on these. This is Kirby Superstar. This is 8 games in one. It's just a cool Super Nintendo game I did not have. You'd think I'd have the Kirby's by now, but I didn't. The other one is Wayne's World. And for the Super Nintendo. So it's cool. Thanks very much, Wags, for those. That's awesome. Happy to always add stuff to the Super Nintendo. Here was one. This was my buddy Josh again. This was another donation that he did. He would not take damn payment. I hate it. I like being able to give somebody something for stuff, and he just hooked it up on here. This is Trials of Mana, and I did not have this on the Switch, so he bought it, played through it, beat it, and donated it to the channel. So it's freaking cool. Thank you so much, Josh. That's awesome. That'll be a cool one to jump into here once I get through that Ghost of Tsushima. Here's Wild Arms 1 on the PlayStation. I showed you guys earlier Wild Arms 2, but here's Wild Arms 1. So I got both of them in here. Alright. Here's only on the Xbox One. This is Killer Instinct. You guys remember that stuff from the earlier times. This was a cool one. This is a rare replay. This is for the Xbox One, but it's 30 hit games in one epic collection. So you have a lot of stuff on here. You have Cameo, Elements of Power. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Perfect Dark, RC Pro-Am, things like that. A whole bunch of stuff for the rare replay games. Cool little thing to have. Here is Halo 5 Guardians. Xbox One. And then Quantum Break on the Xbox One. Alright. And then here we go. These last, I have 3 more items here. Thanks for sticking around this whole time, guys. I appreciate it. I mean, this is a long time. This is a long video for me to do. But here is for the PSP. This is Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. Freaking pretty sweet. And then this is Daxter for the PSP. And then the last one here is Medieval Resurrection on the PSP. Like I said, guys, I appreciate you guys sticking around this whole time on here. It takes some time to get all these games on here. It's a lot of fun looking and collecting all these things, but to take all the time to set these things aside, wait to show you guys on camera, it's just a lot of fun. So I appreciate you guys being patient and waiting on stuff like that. And if you guys do like what you see, feel free to like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, I do appreciate it. It is slowly growing on there. I think once we get to maybe the 800 mark or so, I'll do a giveaway again. I always like doing the giveaways. It's just fun to see what people, how many people want to apply and put their comments and stuff in there. It's fun to see that stuff. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next week.